Okay, so when we're talking about a gradient, we're talking about a color blend. If you are looking in your swatches here, there's a few little gradients on the side here, like this black, white, gray one, and there's also one that's like kind of these warm, summery colors. So, those are ones they give you. You probably don't need those for these projects, but I had a few people who wanted their burger to look, the buns to look like a little bit more toasted in one area. So I'm going to talk about my bottom bun, and I'm going to use that as my sample. Okay. So right now it's plain brown, not super exciting. So here's how I show students how to use a gradient if you choose. Again, not required. If you want to do it, feel free. So you never want to use your gradient on the stroke because it never matches up and it tends to look quite ugly. So I'm going to apply it now just so you can see how ugly that is. So you can see it's kind of like blackish here, kind of whitish here. It's kind of ugly. So I'm going to hit that little slash, no smoking sign, to make it disappear. Let's work on our fill color. And I'm going to click on, I like to use the black-white gradient. So I selected my bun. Now I'm going to select the black-white gradient. Of course, not an appropriate color for a bun, but we're going to edit it. So what you can do is this. You can go to Window, Gradient, and it's popping up right here. I'm going to move it over so we can see. And right now, the two colors are black and white. So I'm going to click right near this slider here, and I'm going to change one color by double-clicking on that dot. And perhaps you may see something like that. So I'm going to open up my little swatches here, and I'm going to make one side like darker brown. And I'm going to go to the white end, and I'm going to make that like a lighter brown. Okay. And then you can move this little slider so that I only have like minimal toastiness. Okay. So right now, I did what I told you I didn't want to do. I made it my stroke. So I'm going to swap it and get rid of my stroke. And I've got my toastiness on the right and the lightness on the left. So I don't want that. I think I'd want my toastiness more on the bottom. So you can go to this little angle sign here, and I like to change in like 90-degree increments. So that's 90. So I rotated. Again, I'm on the wrong one. So back to this one. 90 degrees. So I think my toastiness is at the top now, and then I can use this little one to flip it. So now my toastiness is at the bottom. I'm even going to go a little darker to make the toastiness a little more obvious. So if you're interested and you'd like to use a gradient on any part, you're welcome to. You are in no way required to. It is just there for you if you would like to test it out. Do you have any other questions about gradients? One more fun tip about them. If you were interested, like let's say you want this same gradient here and you want to apply it to like your top bun, I'm going to click on the top bun and I'm going to use my eyedropper tool and click on the bottom bun. So it's going to apply that to this bun. I just may have to rotate it. So 90 degrees. Ah, that worked out nice. The dark part is on the bottom and it's a little lighter on top. Okay. So you can apply it to other places as well. Okay. Do you have any questions so far? Okay. It's there for you if you want to use it. If you don't, you do not have to.